ముందుగా ప్రియమైన విద్యార్థులకు మరియు వారి తల్లిదండ్రులకు నమస్కారం. నా పేరు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ చైర్మన్. నేను ఈ రోజు 10th క్లాస్ విద్యార్థులను దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని మాట్లాడడం జరుగుతుంది. అది ఏమిటనగా, మనందరికీ తెలుసు, గత 2 సంవత్సరాలుగా కరోనా కారణంగా విద్యార్థులు ఎటువంటి పరీక్షలు రాయకుండానే పై తరగతులు పంపడం జరుగుతుంది. ఫలితంగా IIT JEE మరియు నీట్ లాంటి జాతీయ స్థాయి పరీక్షలను సాధించడం కష్టతరం అవుతుంది. దీనిని అధిగమించడానికి మరియు 10వ తరగతి పరీక్షలో అత్యధిక మార్కులు సాధించడానికి నేను మీ ముందుకు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ద్వారా అనుభవజ్ఞులైన అధ్యాపకులచే ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులు, హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్ మరియు గత ప్రశ్నపత్రాల సమాధానాల విశ్లేషణ ఇవ్వబడును. కాబట్టి నేను విద్యార్థులకు చెప్పదలుచుకున్నది ఏంటంటే, ఈ ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులను మరియు హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్లను క్లాస్ రూమ్ లో కూర్చొని చదువుకున్నంత సీరియస్ చదువుకోవాలను. ఇంకొకటి ఏమిటనగా, ఈ యొక్క క్లాసులు విన్న వెంటనే అర్థం చేసుకొని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయవలను. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం అంటే కేవలం చదవడం కాదు, పేపర్ మీద రాయవలను. అలాగైతే గుర్తుండిపోతుంది. దీంతో పాటు మీ యొక్క నాలెడ్జ్ ని పరీక్షించుకునే కొరకు త్వరలో ఫ్రీ ఫైనల్ పరీక్షలు కూడా నిర్వహించబడు. ఈ యొక్క అవకాశాన్ని సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోవాలని 10th చదివే విద్యార్థులకు విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాను.
See, this lesson, this is also one of the crucial part. They will ask some questions, right, about the Indo-Gangetic Plain, because this is also very, very important. So, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, everyone knows that rivers, the tributaries of the Indus, this will make the western part. Indus plus, I am talking about the Indus. Map pointing also very important. Please focus on the map pointing, because this is the basic lesson for the geography. So that geography also many map pointings, like I think so in board exams they are asking about the 10 marks. That 10 marks will be here only. So please focus tentatively. You just listen what I am saying. That will be sufficient for your examination. I am telling you very confidently, because Indus plus Chenab, Jhelum, Sutlej, Ravi, Bias, Saraswati. This is also one of the river according to our Puranas, but it is not there now. But these rivers are present now. This is also called Sapta Sindhu. Sapta Sindhu means including the Sindhu, there are the 7 rivers. Sapta Sindhu. Right. Next, coming to that, most of the Indus River basin located in the Pakistan at present day, leaving minor portion in the Punjab and Haryana plains in India. In this region, Doab features dominate the fertile and between the 2 rivers. Doab means what? There is a word called the Doab, they given in our object also. What is it? The land between the 2 rivers, any 2 rivers, river is flowing like this, and the river is flowing like Jhelum and Chenab. So the between the land is called Doab. Okay, that is simple definition, 1 mark definition they may ask. Don't lose the marks for the small ones. They will directly ask what is Doab. So you can answer it, right? So this is also Doab, this is the fertile area. Fertile means it will be useful for the cultivating the good crops. Cultivating crops, whatever it may be. So the central part is known as the Ganga plain. The second part we are talking about the Ganga. Ganga plain, right? What is the meaning of Ganga plain? So Ganga plain means this plain, this part. I am talking about only focusing this part. Don't get confused. I already told western part, Ganga part, or central part, and the eastern part simultaneously. So Ganga, it extends from the rivers Gagar to Teesta. So Teesta, Gagar means this is the river flowing in the Nepal to the India, Gagar. Plus Teesta. Teesta means not plus 2. That is starting here and ending here. This is the center. See, Gagar is the river here and Teesta is the river here, because it is in the Sikkim. So that is the reason I am telling here. Teesta. So this part mainly spread in the states of the Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and partly in the Haryana, Jharkhand, West Bengal. So here the river Ganga and Yamuna and the tributaries Son, Kosi, etc. The tributary is also very important for your map pointing. That is also very easy to remember, because I will draw very neatly now. So 1 second, just give me a moment, because I want to cover your map pointing portion here also. because this will be useful for your map pointing and you will get the 5 marks here. So this is the river Ganga and here is the river Gandamak and this is the river Kosi and this is the rivers Betwa, Kane and the Son. Okay, river Tista. This is the things you can learn very easily, right? Map pointing. So that is one thing. So eastern part of the plain exists mostly Brahmaputra Valley. Eastern part means Brahmaputra Valley of the Assam. River Brahmaputra is the mainly responsible for the formation. See here, the river Brahmaputra is flowing like this. It is flowing like this. And it is mixing with the Ganga in Bangladesh, not in India. Bangladesh, they are mixing, also known as the Padma. After mixing one more river, it is called as a Meghana. Okay, Ganga river called in the Bangladesh Padma, and after mixing it with the Brahmaputra, it will be called as a Meghana. Okay, that is different topic. We will see into the later parts. The Himalayan rivers while flowing down deposit the gravel and pebble sediments in the narrow belt of the 8 to 16 kilometers that will be called as a foothills of the Shivaliks. So there is the two things here. I want to give clarity about that. Babar and Tarai regions. What is Babar? Babar is the porous in nature, and the small rivers and streams flow underground through the Babar and repair in lower areas and form a swampy and marshy region called the Tarai. Okay, Tarai they will call. So the region had a thick forest, rich variety of the wildlife. Definitely, Babar Tarai has a very important topics here. So Babar is a porous nature and a small. See, Kadar Bangar, everyone listen, right? Kadar Bangar, anyone knows that, because the thing is Kadar and Bangar, they are the fertile areas. How you will cultivate the agriculture. Kadar is the new term, Bangar is the world term. Right, that's it. World alluvial soil like that. You have to remember that things. So next, coming to that, the Peninsular Plateau. So I want to tell this in the next lecture, Peninsular Plateau. So thanks for this opportunity. Everyone have that. So thank you. Hi, welcome back. So I am continuing that lecture. Whatever the relief features is there. So that relief features now we are going to deal. So the major part I am talking about Peninsular Plateau. So everyone knows what is Peninsular Plateau. I am telling that. So with maps I am always saying. So you will remember that for a long time. So this is the Peninsular Plateau from here. This is the half portion I am drawing the India map, because Peninsular Plateau starts here only. This is the Peninsular Plateau till here. So in this Peninsular Plateau there are the many plateaus are there again. So Peninsular Plateau is talking about the big plateau. You can see that what is the meaning of plateau first of all before going to that. Peninsular Plateau I am talking. See, this is what you are seeing here is the plain, right? This is the plain. But what is the plateau means? If you draw the table like structure. So this is the table. So the table having the legs. So I can draw here small table. So this is the tables like, okay. So this table having that plane with the table like structure is called the plateau. Okay, simple words, that is nothing else. I don't want to make you confusion. So plateau means having the table like structure and it is have the plane shape on the table. That is called the plateau. So this Peninsular Plateau means we are calling why it is not a plain structure, because the thing is it is a triangle but it is the uplifted portion. But here you can see Bay of Bengal. This is Arabian Sea. Okay, this is Indian Ocean. Map pointing very important, remember. So here these are the Western Ghats, very famous. Ghats, Ghats, right? These are the Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats. Okay, I will discuss very broadly about what are the differences between the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. It is a very important question. You can think that 8 marks question from the first lesson itself. Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. We will discuss that. First, let me complete the Peninsular Plateau. Indian Plateau. So, Indian Plateau is also known as the Peninsular Plateau. It is surrounded by the 3 sides ocean. That is sea. 1, 2, 3 here. So, Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal. Simple. Next, it mainly composed of the old crystalline, because this is the oldest plateau. You can say that hard igneous and metamorphic rocks are there. Metamorphic means the mainly rocks are very strong. Igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic. 3 types of rocks are there. So in that, metamorphic is the very strong rocks, you can say it. So large amounts of the metallic and non-metallic mineral resources are found in the this plateau. That is called the Peninsular Plateau. It has a broad and a shallow valleys. So broad valleys are there, and the shallow, broad means it is a broad structure, and the shallow means it is in depth. So like this, broad valleys are there, and the shallow, that means shallow, like this. Okay, that means small bit. You can say that the topography of the plateau is a slightly tilted towards the east. I can say that. So this is the tilted like this. Okay, that means the higher here, it is coming down tilted like this. So tilting means you know that if you take in one structure, if you lift it like this, that is the tilt actually. So the tilting, so that is the reason. You can observe that Godavari is flowing in this direction, Krishna is flowing in this direction, Kaveri is flowing in this direction. So because of this tilt, see, in Telugu there is a word called the Neeru Pallamerigu. That is what means. So always water will flow in the down area. So this is the down area here. So coming to the next part, the Peninsular Plateau consists of 2 broad divisions. What are the broad divisions? Central Highlands, Malwa Plateau, and the Deccan Plateau. I want to talk about what is the Malwa Plateau, because this is the Malwa. So I don't know how many people knows about this Malwa. This Malwa words comes from the Rajasthan and the Madhya Pradesh areas. Rajasthan areas are the famous for the Rajputs. Okay, they fought many battles like Rana Pratap. Have you remember that? He's the greatest king in the Rajasthan, Rana Pratap. Okay, we are not going to discuss the history, and the history is there. And the Deccan Plateau and the physical map of India adjacent to the South Gangetic Plains north of the river Narmada. So this is the north of river Narmada. I want to talk about this river Narmada. So this is like boundary between the south and the north. So this Narmada act as a boundary. Narmada, Tapi, there are the both rivers. So this is the Malwa Plateau. Malwa Plateau is the full of jungles, actually full of minerals also. You can say that. That is the Malwa Plateau, and as on the western side and towards the east there is the Chota Nagpur Plateau. This is the east.
Hello students, my name is R.K. Pandey. I have done my B.Tech from IIT Kanpur from electrical engineering. I teach chemistry in K. Venkana classes. I head the chemistry department. The main facility of K. Venkana classes is all the faculty are very rich in experience, and they have taught students who have secured single and double digits. They have got very good ranks in JEE and NEET. So if you are serious for your career and if you want to pursue your career in engineering or medical, you are surely welcome here. The facilities includes not only the top tier teachers, but the other facilities like doubt clearing sessions and other academic as well as personal treatment that is provided by this institute.
So I can say that Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur, it is in the area of the Jharkhand, West Bengal, this area. So everyone knows Jamshedpur. When you remember the Jamshedpur, that is in the Chota Nagpur Plateau, it is a TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Company. It was established the first company of India. So 1907. So from that time onwards till now, it is running successfully because the administration is very good in the JRD Tata. So definitely it will be run successfully. So now coming to the next part, in comparison to the Gangetic Plains, plateau region is dry. Obviously it is dry. Everyone knows that, right? Because plateau means it is not the water every time it will be present. Plateau means is the hard rocks actually. So the but rivers are flowing, but it is the hard rocks. The rivers are flowing in some places, but not the whole area, right? So that is one thing. Compared to Gangetic plain, you can say that the irrigation for the second crop depends upon the deep tube wells needed. That is only the problem in once upon a time Telangana and Andhra Pradesh needed every time tube wells. And even for some area Andhra Pradesh some extent is okay, but in Telangana purely depends upon the tube wells. In the olden times, now rivers made the change, made some changes like Godavari. So we made some linkages, river linkages, all these things. So that will be useful for our region to produce the more agricultural resources. So that is one thing. And the portion of the Peninsular Plateau laying the south of the Narmada. Okay, laying the south of the Narmada, a triangular landmass is called the Deccan Plateau. I want to talk about the Deccan Plateau now. What is Deccan Plateau? Why I am talking about the Deccan Plateau? See, this is very important concept again. So this part, this is Malwa, two parts is there, this is the Deccan. This triangle actually. Deccan. I want to write very good manner. Wait. This area. Deccan Plateau. Right? So Deccan Plateau is talking about what is Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau's north edge, while the Mahadev, Kaimur range and the portion of the Maikal range and or the eastern edges. Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats and the Nilgiris form the western and eastern southern boundaries. So what this is talking about, Satpura range from the Deccan Plateau's north edge, while the Mahadev and the Kaimur ranges, portion of the Maikal range are the eastern edges. These are the, see Mahadev, there are the hills here, Mahadev, Kaimur and the Maikal ranges. So you can talk about these are the boundaries actually. This Deccan Plateau is there. So this is the northern boundary, this is the southern boundary. So this is the western boundary, eastern boundary, like this. So these are the boundaries we are talking about. Next, coming to the next part, Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. I want to give a good clarity on this. Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats, what they are talking. Western Ghats are the very beautiful forests. You know what? Have you never visited Western Ghats? So because this is the Western Ghats, here many rivers are born here, and the many that is the rainfall area, highest rainfall area in the South India. That is also okay, and there is a many biosphere reserves are there, national parks are there, everything. So I want to discuss about the Western Ghats first, then the Eastern Ghats next. Western Ghats are the Western Ghats lie parallel to the western coast actually. Western coast, this is the western coast. I want to tell you that this is the Konkan coast again, Konkan, and this is the Canara, that means Kannada coast, and the Malabar, nothing but Kerala coast, Malabar. Okay, so coming to this coast, I want to discuss Western Ghats is a continuous with a few passes. This is the continuous ranges, that means mountains are continuous actually. There are the small passes to go away from that. So have you ever seen that there is a big river is flowing between the two hills? That is like you can see in the Western Ghats, that type of structures. So next, the Western Ghats are the higher than the Eastern Ghats. That's for the Deccan Plateau region. West-east slope is seen. The Western Ghats extended for the 1600 kilometers. So now I want to write a few points about the Western Ghats, like differences I want to mention because it will be useful for to make notes also. One second, let me change this actually because I forgot actually. Okay, now I want to discuss the 8-mark question. 8 marks or 4 mark you can expect definitely in an exam. Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, right? So I will give you good points, don't worry. So Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats. Western Ghats along with the western coast, right? So the western coast means it is talking about this area, western coast. So that are the part of Konkan, Canara, Malabar. Konkan is the coast related to the Goa, and Canara is coast related to the Kannada, and the Malabar coast is related to the Kerala, right? And coming to the next part, this is the Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats, there are also many coasts. You can say that Sirkal coast. That is the part is Sirkar coast, means this is the area of the Sirkar. Sirkar means Srikakulam and the Vishakhapatnam. Everyone knows that Sirkar coast. And now coming to the next part, that is the Coromandel coast. Coromandel coast means everyone knows Madras area. Coromandel coast. Britishers always used that word Coromandel coast, right? Next coming to the so sorry for that. And there are the Udagamandalam, Booty, all these areas coming under the Coromandalam coast only. This is the Coromandalam. Coming to the next coast, Coromandel. Okay, that is one thing. So this point is first point. Second point is these are the continuous. Write the differences. Small continuous ranges. This is discontinuous. Discontinuous. Right. So 2 points are over. Now coming to the third point. Third point, what you will write? See, when you are writing with your own efficiency, that will be useful for our exams. No need to study again. So what you will write? There are the many here rivers are flowing like this. That means east flowing rivers. Okay, there is no rivers here first of all. So even though if rivers are there, so third point, sorry for this, second point. So here also east flowing only, but rivers are not present that much. Okay, that is the second point. And the fourth point, coming to the fourth point, because the thing is many tributaries are there, many rivers are there, every river has the certain flow, all these things are mixing up. And coming to the next part, Eastern Ghats extended from the Mahanadi valley to the north to the Nilgiris. So Mahanadi, they are starting from the Mahanadi. You know that Mahanadi is in the Orissa. Mahanadi to coming to the Nilgiris, right? And here this is boundary from, it is starting from the Gujarat, that means Narmada to Kanyakumari. Sorry, it is just changed the boundary. So don't worry about that, Kanyakumari. So next, coming to the height part, height and the distance also, you can say that Western Ghats extended for the 1600 kilometers, but the Eastern Ghats are not that much far. It is like you can say that reduced from that distance approximately 1000 kilometers only, 1000 I think so, but number is I'm not sure that, but it is right only 1600 kilometers. Here these are the 1000 kilometers. So here beautiful places are Ooty, Udagamandalam, all these things will be there. And here Western Ghats, you can see that many places like Goa is also part of the Western Ghats. And the Maharashtra, many beautiful places are there. Karnataka, like I can say that Mangaluru also, Chikmagaluru, Mangaluru, these areas are comes under the Western Ghats. So next, the point is height. Height means the average height. The average height is 2000 meters. Mountain, you can say that mountains or that structures, you can say the altitude of the Western Ghats. Coming to the next part, 900 meters. Eastern Ghats. So these are the major differences. I given you 6 points. If you elaborated that 6 points, it will be your complete answer for this exam. Next, coming to the one more point, remarkable features of the Peninsular Plateau is the black soils will be there. So more black soils in the Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats both are present. You can write that point also. So next, the rivers originate in the Western Ghats like Godavari, Krishna, cut across the plateau and join the Bay of Bengal. The average height of the, you know that all these things I written here. So next, Thar Desert.